Okay, guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Wrestleslam, the podcast brought to you by Manscaped.com and the McCoke City, Cork City, in association with Sports Matters TV. And it is a brand new episode, guys. It is the 22nd of January, which means tomorrow the show will go out at 8 p.m. Irish time, guys. And yet again, we're fresh off OTT Loco Rumble, which was incredible. We will touch base in just a sec about that. We're going to talk Seth Rollins, and yet again, we're going to spend 85% of the show talking about the 2024 WWE Royal Rumble, guys. We're joined by the one and only Phil Connolly and Matt Murphy, and we are the three amigos, and we are here for 40 minutes talking all things wrestling, guys. And yet again, we're going to go first of all to OTT Loco Rumble. And congratulations to Be Cool, who won the first ever OTT Loco Rumble. Matt, stand up and give us a look, my man.
All right, go on. Give us a look.
Very nice. Yes. Ooh.
So what's the story now? Is he the number one contender?
Give us 1 minute, Phil. All right, go on.
So, as we know now, guys, and this is a spoiler because OTT Demand goes out tonight and it's available from today, and this show goes out tomorrow. So we're giving a spoiler, but everyone's going to watch it on OTT Demand. So Be Cool, Phil. Phil was obviously on duties yet. He was on film production duties, and he was absolutely gutted because he had a ticket and he couldn't go. But Be Cool won the local Rumble, the first ever one. Phil, it means he is the number one contender. The last two was Be Cool and Joe Cabaret. And what actually happened, Phil, was fucking insane. All the fans stood around the ring. So every time Joe was throwing Be Cool out, the fans were pushing him back in. And Joe said, I think Joe said, "This is my fucking company. This is my ring."
Yeah.
Move the fuck out of the way. It was savage.
I think, I'm not sure if I look back in the video, but he did say like all of you are now banned, and everyone just like does not give a shit. So yeah, when it comes to Joe is a pretty intimidating guy, lads. So saying no to Joe is like, oh, something's going down.
Yeah, it was incredible. We had a lot. There was numerous surprises. I think everyone was a surprise, but Leif and Buzzard came back. Grado, when you call my name. I want to take you there.
Butchering the song. Oh, we don't want to get removed by copyright, but let's move on.
Yeah, it was savage. It was savage. For me, I definitely reckon this OTT Local Rumble could be in the National Stadium. I think they could have easily sold an extra 1,000 tickets.
I've seen the amount of tickets going, all right.
Yeah, it was a big one.
But even with your ticket, Phil, so when we obviously put up that your ticket was available, I think Matt must have got like 20 messages in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I hope we had put it out, and I don't know if it's watching, but Connor, unfortunately I didn't get last name, but hope he had a good one at the show as well, so he was there in spirit. But yeah, no, it was an amazing weekend and a new venue. But yeah, I think that's the one request is next local Rumble definitely has to go to the National Stadium.
That little venue you're in is a special place.
Yeah, we've been there a few times. Like OTT have been there a few times. I think it might have been was it your first time there, Matt, or have you been there before?
It was my first time there, actually. So
yeah. This is the venue that had the infamous interview with the what's his name, Zach Gibson.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Go watch it in the archives. It's there.
It is there. Liverpool's number one, but that was a mad interview when I think back. That was almost 6 years ago, I think. But anyway, it was
wow.
It was surreal, guys. It was surreal. Matt Murphy had a great time. Our little Leon was there. He was loving life. He's a big Limo fan. He's a bit pissed off Limo didn't win, but he likes Be Cool. He's a Be Cool guy as well.
Yeah, I remember we had to push Leon back because he was going to get into the ring and toss everyone up that rope, like so.
Yeah, well, there was a moment of madness. Robbie X So Robbie X was obviously in a big match. And you probably remember Robbie X done the flip off the wall. That was right next to us. And Leon kind of flinched. He was like, shit. Leon was in the moment. But
man, I saw Robbie X. If no one saw Robbie X live, he's going to be at RCW. Definitely, he's something to witness. Like, so he's some man.
yeah, no, it was surreal. Yet again, obviously, Anita Vaughn got disqualified. The Saviors came out and they cost her the match. And
It calls for the match, yeah.
at one stage, we thought Anita was actually going to turn on the Saviors, but obviously, can you feel it started going on in the ring? And it was like, fucking, oh yeah.
Yeah, it was getting that familiar vibes once it's coming up, like so. So it's official. All of the Saviors are now part of OTT. So anyone who doesn't know the Saviors at all, just been following OTT, keep an eye on them. Trust us. Trust them when we say that from our experience.
Yeah, OTT, the Saviors. It's a good combo, and obviously RCW champion Owen Richards. He was there. We got to quickly have a chat with him after the show. He's looking forward to Cork, guys. He's looking forward to Rebel County Wrestling this February, and we will touch base on that in a sec. But yeah, overall OTT was fantastic. Local Rumble, I'd recommend next year. Get your tickets early, guys, and hopefully it'll be at the National Stadium, Dublin. I think it has all the potential in the world. Now I know there's obviously, it's more expensive to run it in the National Stadium, but I generally believe they could sell an extra 1,000 tickets for this.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it. We're gonna be there. And I'm kind of like really drawn. No pun intended. I've always followed Sammy D, but I've been hooked on Be Cool since the Moxley's match. So I'm delighted for him. So I'm gonna be wearing my draw hat, which is right here. And I'm wearing my Be Cool, so 50-50, but keep an eye on for the national stadium.
Is there a date? Because I saw a date there the other day and I thought it was very late for Scrapper. Like
April, I think, yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
It's Patrick's Day in March, no?
It's around
Tuesday, March, yeah.
It's around,
yeah, I think it's April this year, yeah. April.
No announcements yet for it either.
Yeah, Jesus. There was not on that night either, because normally you see something hop on a big screen, but I'd say now they'll announce something shortly, and I think it'll be big. I think we could possibly see one or two big names. Hopefully meet and greets. Hopefully it's Rena Rosie.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho in the house, I'd take it. But yeah, OTT, congratulations to Joe and all the team, and Be Cool is the winner of the 2024 Local Rumble. Speaking of Rumbles, Royal Rumble, guys, it is this weekend. We will be in attendance via Matt Murphy's house. We're normally guys that get 4-star pizza, maybe Donatello's, but we're going to try something different this weekend. The rumor is we might try Indian, some Thai food. Matt Murphy wants Chinese.
Yeah, there's a good Chinese place in Douglas. A lot of people who know the Douglas area would just say no, go to TK's takeaway, but maybe you never say never. So, but yeah, we're around that area, lads. Give us recommendations, non-wrestling related.
But yeah, it is Royal Rumble week, guys, and a lot of people are talking now, guys. I am going to go to the odds one more time, and CM Punk is the massive favorite to win this. This has not gone away on every bookmaker right now. Sky Sports, Sky Betting, Paddy Power. Punk is the favorite to win the 2024 Royal Rumble. And Phil and Matt, would I be correct to say they've been right every year the last 4 or 5 years?
They have, but there's also been shifts on the day of the show.
Yeah.
I think the biggest one ever was someone was supposed to win, and Randy Orton came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
that was only a few years back.
Is it fair to say that Roman Reigns will not be in this match? Obviously, he looks as a fatal four. No matter what, he's not going to be in it, is he?
He won't be in this match. They're like, if he's in this match, then he must have lost the belt. So I guess
has Roman won the Royal Rumble? Yes, hasn't he?
Oh yeah,
he has. Yeah, probably the most at the infamous Royal Rumble of 2017, I believe. The one where everyone cheered for Roman Reigns, was happy out for Roman Reigns. but not really. But anyway,
Mm.
Terrible show.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. So yeah, that's the story. So I'm quickly going to go through it here, right? So the last couple of winners, right? Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar,
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Edge.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot fucking Edge actually won that. Drew McIntyre,
Yeah,
Seth Rollins.
yeah. Drew McIntyre was probably my favorite recent winner of the Royal Rumble. I explained why, because the unpredictability of him winning. So
Before
Nakamura for me, that was brilliant.
I think
Seth Rollins,
I
Braun,
think
Nakamura. Yeah,
Well,
that's
Braun Strowman was the greatest Royal Rumble. That's a different.
I think that's
Yeah.
what I kind of am hoping, slightly hoping for this year's Royal Rumble. We'll talk about predictions a bit, hopefully, but I just really want to see someone really unpredictable winning this one, because that's kind of what people talking to me anyway. So
Yeah, the thing is, like, again, we'll talk about in a minute. We don't know what the story is with Seth Rollins, with this injury. So we'll see what we'll talk about when we talk about Raw. But that could implicate this whole thing.
if he's injured, which we hope isn't the case, but like obviously it does tamper the feud with CM Punk, right?
But that's
And
what I'm saying. Like, that's where a new winner will come into play in the last few days.
how does the panel feud feel if he's injured? What happens?
I think Drew should be fighting CM Punk. I think Drew and Punk is the match if he's injured.
And why'd you say Drew? Is he hot? Is he hot
I
at the
think
moment?
he's been in the last 6 months. He's really, 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 really on fire. Like, it's just he's very unlucky because he's in a really bad position because of CM Punk and stuff like that. I think if it was any other time, like, he would be straight up the top. I just don't want to see WWE not shortchanged. I don't want.
He's moved up like just in regards to the Royal Rumble. First of all, he's moved the way up the table. So there's obviously momentum there with Drew McIntyre. He is a great champion, great entrance, great specimen of a man in general. I would be for him winning the title. To be honest, I have nothing against Drew actually being champion.
Like, if he has to give up the belt, I would have Drew as champion going into Mania.
I remember when Drew was champion, and it was due to unfair circumstances. He won the title in front of a zero crowd during COVID, and it was just won the second title just when things were picking up. So I think I would like to see him having a proper celebration with the title.
Yeah. Does Damian Priest cash in?
Do you know what? Why not cash it in on him if he's injured and take it off him?
So Rollins announces he's fucked, and then bang.
Yeah. I have a bold prediction now. I know this is mostly Phil's area, but sure, look, come on, Phil. One of my top picks for the Royal Rumble is Finn Balor, and he's gonna go on to WrestleMania and he's gonna win. If Seth Rollins has to vacate the title, he wins the title. Damian Priest is cashing in on him afterwards. Don't want to see that happen because I fucking love Judgment Day right now, lads. But that's a poor prediction on my part.
Yeah, it's a mad one. It's I'm just looking at the odds there, like, and I'm looking at the kind of guys that like they're given no chance at all. Like, obviously there's the Miz, there's Braun. Like, what's happened to Braun Strowman, guys? It's
He's
fucking
been
crazy.
injured for the last 6 months, to be fair.
I know, but Jesus Christ, like it's I don't know. Like, I'm looking at Sheamus. Like, Sheamus is 50-1.
Yeah,
he's a guy that should be knocking Final Four. Like, you know what I mean? Like Chad Gable, he's a guy I like quite well. Like Jimmy Uso. Do you know who I'm actually surprised with? Like, and Solo is nowhere to be seen. He's like fucking in outside the top 10.
No, it really is.
Do you know what I mean? If Solo wins, like, imagine, just say if Solo wins.
Yeah.
And there's Roman looking at him, then like Roman wins the belt, he retains the belt, and then like, you know, Solo has got money in the bank. Sorry, he's got the Royal Rumble #1 contract. Like that's another big story, like, you know.
That would be.
Was it?
I was just saying that's a good storyline, as in like it's gonna be a whole build, like kind of be similar to Triple H and Batista back in WrestleMania 21. Like, won't Batista sign with Raw, SmackDown, kind of like tension building? That'd be a good storyline.
Yeah,
You hit the nail on the head, though. You just said something by mistake, and you're actually onto something with it.
yeah,
Said Money in the Bank. I think Solo could win more Money in the Bank.
yeah.
And that's where you have your intrigue. Because
Yeah,
I'm thinking Reigns is retaining again at WrestleMania. I really do that.
yeah. Well, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. I'm not against it, to be fair. He's been fairly active in the sense of we've seen him on our screens a lot, but it's just one of them things. I'm like, I love the surprise returns, and I love the overall winner. Do you know what I mean? I'm curious, will there be any TNA involvement? I'm curious, will we see Ken Shamrock come back? I'm curious to see, do you know what I mean, who's the last three, who's the last two. I'm curious to see if MJF is around. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's a big Royal Rumble given the merge, and I suppose Triple H has been, I suppose, in control for some time, but it's got to be a big Royal Rumble. I think the game is changing. I think we're going to see a lot more surprises. There's a lot more money floating about.
This is why I love the Royal Rumble, lads, for those that particular reasons. So
yeah, it's my second favorite pay-per-view. I have Mania, and you know what? I actually sometimes prefer the Rumble to Mania, but Mania for me is number one, Rumble's number two, SummerSlam's number three. But I don't know, like, and I'm like, as I said, that this show will be 80% plus Royal Rumble, but I just hope that we get a load of surprises. I hope we get 2 or 3 in both the women's and men's Royal Rumble, like where a legend returns, and then you have like 2 new additions. But like, I'm rooting for AJ Lee to come back in the women's championship. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, in the
Like, the
women's
thing
Royal
is,
Rumble.
like, Triple H is different now, but like I'm past all this Michelle McCool surprises. They've been in it, they've done it. I don't want to see that anymore.
Yeah. Do it's
Move on to different women who have never gotten a chance to come back.
yeah, like I'd love. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna say it, and I know Mandy Rose is. She's got a great thing going outside of the business, but I really hope Mandy comes back. I really hope that we see Mandy Rose in the 2024 Royal Rumble. I hope we see Lyra Valkyria. Do you know what I mean? I hope we see stuff like that. You know what I mean? The future stars as well, like.
Exactly. No, you're right.
I felt like I blabbed on there for a while, but anyway.
Oh, you're right. I think you're right. Like, it's not a point of same faces all the time.
Yeah, like give us a pop. Like Shamrock is different because we haven't seen him.
Kennedy. Give me a Ken Kennedy.
Everyone is all about it. Matt actually said that on the way down.
yeah,
Does Mr. Kennedy come back? Does he come back for one Rumble?
it's just he's getting a lot of people starting to remember him and starting looking him up more. So I can actually see him coming back definitely. I know he said he's happy out with his wrestling academy at the moment, Green Bay, but like he's getting more recognition. And I've always been a Kennedy fan, so I love it.
Yeah, he's quite young. Like he's 47. You know.
40s, yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. Right. I know that you're the one to switch topics, but we have to say this now. But what's everyone's top 3 predictions to win the Women's Royal Rumble? Then we move on to the men's.
Bailey's the only one. Bailey's the only winner. Like, everyone else makes no sense. Well, no, to be fair, Becky, but still.
So you're gonna pick. Well, we're gonna pick 3 each, guys. Right? That's the way we'll do it. Right? So Phil, we go for the ladies first. So your first pick is Bailey. Who could be the possible 2 other winners?
I reckon Nia Jax or Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch more so.
Right. I like it. Matt, who's your 3?
I'm gonna probably have to say Bailey. I said that before. There's a chance I can go with Becky Lynch for this one. And for number 3, I might need to get back onto you for number 3 because there's a few going on in my head, like, so maybe down the line. But yeah,
that Becky Lynch promo was definitely for something on Raw last week.
You think? Yeah,
there's definitely something to come from that.
Yeah,
that's why I was like thinking with Becky Lynch. I think they feel like they're gonna set something up down the line, like because
she only won 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bailey. I'm gonna go Becky Lynch, and I'm gonna say, lads, Sasha Banks.
It's possible. Very possible.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. They're my 3. No disrespect to all the others. like Liv Morgan, they're all
I think
close,
if
you know.
Jade Cargill was more advanced, then yes, but I don't think they want to.
They
But
can't. She can't win the Rumble, like unless it's a Punk scenario, like where Punk's come back and he's catapulted to the top. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's not bad for business if she wins, but I think there'll be a lot of shit backstage if she does. You know?
I don't think she will. Like, yeah, I don't think so. But Nia Jax is kind of thereabouts. I just don't see. Just I just don't see it. I think what the Royal Rumble should do is set up feuds, and it won't do that. So that's what I want.
Yeah, yeah. For the Royal Rumble men's, Phil, who's your top three?
I got my third women's for the women's winner. You're gonna say, what do you want about Matt? But you know what? She probably won't win this one, but I'm gonna be with her. Lyra Valkyrie, because she's getting a lot of recognition on NXT, and I personally think it'd be class if she's gonna insert herself with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. She'll be the underdog of this one. I know we talk praise about her, but you know what? I stand by that because she's getting a lot of recognition on NXT. Not just saying this because we all live are big fans, but I stand by that, lads. Come on, unpredictable. Like, move on to the next.
It's true.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, she's definitely there. I'm saying it for the last 2-3 years. She's going to be in that Royal Rumble, and Aoife, we're rooting for you, champ. You know, take it home, bring her home, bring it back to Fight Factory. You know, bring back the accolades. You know what I mean? Rack them up. NXT champion, Royal Rumble winner. You know, WWE Women's Champion, Undisputed Champion. It's all ahead of you. Right, Phil, who's your top three for the men's Royal Rumble?
There's no one really I really want to win. Like, straight up, I don't want to see another Cody Rhodes win, but I think he'll be there or thereabouts. So I reckon CM Punk would be my number one.
Right.
Cody Rhodes 2, and I think Drew McIntyre, it depends on the injuries.
Yeah.
It really does. I really, really, really hope that they don't make this for the World Heavyweight title. I don't want that. I don't want the Royal Rumble to be for the World Heavyweight title belt. I don't.
What you reckon they're going to say the winner of the Royal Rumble gets the belt?
Well, if sets out for a long time, it could happen. I really don't want that to happen.
It'll be the first time that ever happened, won't it?
It's third time.
When's the last 2 times? Was it
1992, Ric Flair became a world champion, and then Triple H won it 2016.
Oh, fuck me, man. That would be epic. I know you're against it, but man.
I just think it defeats the purpose because your WrestleMania main event is gone. And that's
but I still think that Roman.
Odds here, looking at these odds, Roman Reigns doesn't have a hope in hell of losing this weekend. Like, he's like 1-30 or something like that far. It's that high. Like, there's no way.
It's a tough one.
But again, if I really had to pick someone, I'd just say Gunther.
Yeah.
But Drew McIntyre would be a good one as well.
Yeah.
I think for me, I want to see Finn Balor like top one, not because I've been a long time Finn Balor fan, just because I think it'd be a good storyline with him and Damian Priest in the background, building tension. I also, now again, this is my picks that I want to go for.
Yeah.
I would love to see LA Knight winning this one.
He's not fair down the thing. He's fairly.
Will he be in it though with the Fatal 4-Way?
You wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't think so.
I say he will, because like it'd be because I want to see LA Knight winning, just because everyone's saying he's just over now, he's just gonna be forgotten. No, I would like to see him actually like winning this one and getting far at WrestleMania, because I think Triple H absolutely loves him. Like, all the fans loves him. That's a bold one, and I think the next one has to be. Now, feel free to slap me on my head, lads, and say, this doesn't count, Matt. But if I have to add 2, it's had to be Gunther or my apologies if I mispronounce his name, Ludwig Kaiser. And the reason I'm saying for him to win is because he's getting noticed, and if he wins, it'd be kind of a good storyline with him and Gunther. You know, Gunther's the Intercontinental Champion, Ludwig is the Royal Rumble winner, and they've been together for like so long, be a good storyline. Go from a B storyline to a major storyline. Bold prediction, but I'm gonna have to go with that. But yeah, that's my 3 picks. But
That's the thing I'm saying. Like, this injury could completely disrupt everything.
yeah,
Is this injury enough to keep you both awake tonight to watch Raw?
It's at the opening of Raw, so if I'm awake, I'll watch it. Like, it's coming on at the start, so
Put it in the group chat straight away.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting.
oh wait, you know what? I'm actually gonna remove LA Knight. Sorry, LA Knight, love you. I'm gonna add in Jinder Mahal just because, like, even though Seth Rollins is injured, he's still in talks to go over the world title. So Royal Rumble wouldn't be a big one for him. But then move on to Seth Rollins being injured. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for Raw tonight. Definitely.
I don't know how long Seth's out for. Like, they're saying 6 weeks, and then they're saying 4 or 5 months. So
Yeah.
Me and Jerry
would you be happy with a CM Punk and Rollins match where Rollins doesn't fight until WrestleMania? Like, that's the big question. Like, would you be happy with them feuding and he's just talking crap about him and he can't fight?
I don't know if that will work. Do you think? Because if Roman Reigns is the world champion, WWE champion, and he's part-time, does that mean Seth Rollins has to be part-time as well?
I think he'd be on it like Austin years ago, where he'd just come out on crutches and he'd do the laugh and all that nonsense.
Yeah, it's all down to what they say tonight. I'm against that. I think Seth wouldn't want that either, to be honest.
It's not right because this is his first main event, and that's really bad.
They'll do something though. I think they'll do something. Do you know what I mean? Maybe this is why Punk's probably the favorite, right?
Like,
Rollins is injured. Rollins is injured, and then Punk wins the fucking Royal Rumble, and then come April Mania.
Well, I have some breaking news off one of the websites.
Yeah,
that's kind of known for posting stuff. BWE, I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah.
Basically, they're saying that Gunther and Seth Rollins are going to have something go down tonight, which is exactly what I didn't want.
So Gunther wins the belt, so yeah?
I don't know. That's just something that's just being teased. I don't want to see Brock and Gunther for the belt. That's just me. I want to see the match, but I don't want to see it for the world belt.
So what actually happens? Like, just say if they're saying Gunther and Seth are something's going to go down.
Yeah.
Like, what could go down? Like,
that's it. I don't know. Maybe Gunther just takes him out.
Again, like we were just saying this in the car. Me and Jerry were going up to see. Yeah, this injury really put the spanner in the works.
Yeah, I really, really did.
So good luck to like Triple H, the head creative board directors, like with the issue with The Rock versus Roman Reigns, now Seth Rollins. I really want to see good luck to them trying to figure something out, like storyline wise.
Exactly, same. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Like, the thing is, like, does Gunther annihilate Seth, and then Brock Lesnar comes out and, you know, he's due back, Brock, soon. Like, I'm all for Brock and Gunther at WrestleMania. I just don't want to see it be a world title program.
But are they trying to bring back that tradition of having two powerhouses fight for the world heavyweight title?
No, I think it would just be a desperation move that Seth's injured. You know what I mean? Like, and then what happens then? Like, are we going to see McIntyre and just CM Punk have a match?
I'm all for Gunther. He'll always be my number one Royal Rumble pick for this year. But last time we had a big powerhouse match was Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley 3 times, and they were 3 disappointments, if I'm going to be straight honest. So do we really want to have that repeat? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's again because there's loads of stuff came out today. There was Cody Rhodes going to be on the cover of the new WWE game.
Yeah.
So what does that say? Something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just this morning I saw the teaser for it, and just the opening of Cody Rhodes being disappointed after losing the Roman Reigns. I'm like, oh God, is this going to be his legacy now if he's not going to get the match with Roman in WrestleMania?
Yeah, no, it's kind of a bit mad to be fair. Yeah. Look, I'm more confused now that we're doing the show because I had an idea set in my head of who I thought was going to win and what was going to happen, but I've definitely been.
Oh, the injury is after throwing everything up.
Yeah, I've been persuaded out to move elsewhere because I've listened to Phil, I've listened to Matt, and I'm like, right, they've changed. It's amazing the way you can listen to something and it just changes your mentality. Right, first of all, my three, okay, and I'm gonna really put you off air, right?
Yeah.
Because this is a pure head fuck. I'm gonna say Randy Orton's gonna win the Royal Rumble, right?
Okay.
Even though he's in that fatal four-way. I'm going to say Randy Orton is going to win the Royal Rumble, right? My second pick is CM Punk, right? And my third pick is Finn Balor, right? Then my three picks. I think that Roman retains the belt, but by some serious controversy. So something's going to go down, right? It's a fatal four where you've got Randy, you've got... The match is obviously going to be before the Rumble. We're in agreement, are we?
LA Knight and AJ Styles.
No, it doesn't have to be, but I think it will be.
No, I think the men's Royal Rumble will close it out.
Because I'm trying to think the last time. I remember the Royal Rumble 97.
Yeah.
After the Rumbles, Michaels fought Psycho Sid.
Yeah.
And a couple of years afterwards.
Kurt Angle fought Mark Henry one year.
Yeah, so we're in agreement that the Rumble ends when the Rumble ends. The women's one will probably start it again. But I'm going to say this, right, that Roman Reigns retains. And that we will see a brand new World Heavyweight Champion at the Royal Rumble this Saturday night / Sunday morning for all of us Irish, UK, Europeans. So someone will be crowned World Heavyweight Champion. I think Seth Rollins is done for 6-8 months. That injury is quite bad, and he's been injury free for a while. He's probably been carrying knocks though, being the warrior that he is. But that's my prediction: Randy Orton to win, Punk second, Finn Balor third. I'm going to say a new World Heavyweight Champion at the Royal Rumble, not tonight at Raw, and Roman retains, but by some serious controversy. And I'm going to say that Jimmy Uso or Jey Uso will have something to do with that.
Yeah, I think you could be onto something. I also think one of the Usos are going to eliminate the other Uso in the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
Because that is coming at WrestleMania. Uso versus Uso.
This is a big rumble. This is a big rumble for Jey. That's all I'm going to say. I generally believe that Jey will be in the last three, and I reckon he's going to have something to do with that Roman match.
I think you're spot on with the Jey being in the last four.
Yeah, I think he will be.
I mean, like, I know we've been talking about like the WWE writers need to come up with something, but there is possibilities with so many good storylines.
That's what I want. I want that.
Yeah. I know it's too late. We already gave our 3 predictions, but if one of the Usos actually wins, that would be something against Roman Reigns, like.
Yeah. I'm all for that. I think the Bloodline was one of the best things I've ever seen. I'm dead serious. It was one of the best, well scripted. No, not so much now, but I think up to Money in the Bank in London, it was one of the best scripted things I've ever seen in my life. I think it was unbelievable, and I think even with Sami Zayn and all that involvement, I think it was incredible. But yet again,
that was my favorite moment. With the moment Sami Zayn was part of the Bloodline, and just like the payoff at Royal Rumble, just it went from this silly little, oh, he wants to be part of the group, he's in the group, and then he'd been taken seriously by taking out Reigns. So that was a good moment for the Bloodline.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say it one more time. Randy Orton will make it 3 Royal Rumble wins. And that's outside the box. That's really outside the box, but I think that's the way it's going to go.
Oh, just hear me out. What about number 30? Be Cool shows up. He already won 1 Rumble. Might as well get the second one done and dusted. All right, just hear me out. Okay, I'm done.
Listen,
I know we're going to run out of time, but I just wanted to hit you with a few headlines.
Yeah, please do.
the one that intrigued me the most today was Velveteen Dream. Patrick Clark is going to be on Chris Van Vliet.
That's tonight, is it?
Tomorrow it's out, but he's on today. That what do you make of that? Because is that him trying to get back in?
Yeah, listen, we don't know the full details of what happened with Velveteen Dream. All I can say is that he was one of the biggest stars in all of World Wrestling. NXT, he was incredible. He's a superstar, and obviously we don't know in full detail what actually happened. There was allegations made. It now seems that he's put his hand up and said,
"This isn't all. This one interview is going to be all on board. He's going to tell everything." So we'll see. Look,
it's a very hard thing to comment on, because there's so much shit goes on in the world. But we'll obviously know more out tonight. But it depends on what's said, how bad it is, and if it's bad, you're saying, can you come back from it? Like, but I suppose that there is people that have made mistakes before.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
It depends on what's said and what we hear.
Definitely trying to clear his name.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like the 90s were crazy, lads. The 80s were fucking insane.
Oh, sure. Like we don't have stuff that went on over the years.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's look, I liked him as a wrestler anyway. Before all that stuff came out, that's the best way I can put it. And I'm not trying to annoy you here, man. I wish you were there with us when we were in the Bronx and we were at Access. There was just a fucking moment where he stood up on a table the night after he fought at NXT Takeover, and the whole fucking the whole complex just erupted.
Yeah,
and it wasn't shown on TV. It wasn't shown on YouTube. Well, maybe it is.
What happened was the fans started chanting his name first.
Yeah, and then he stood up on a table and the place erupted. It was mental. And me and Phil kind of looked at each other and said, "This guy is going to be a fucking superstar and a half."
Yeah, if the fans behind you, that's going to get you far. Like,
yeah, and he was very liked. You know what I mean? Very unusual character. Was always in character, but yeah, he's the real deal, lads. He is the real deal, and it remains to be seen if he does come back or not. You know?
Yeah, so Okada is a free agent at the 31st.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about him, like,
but he won't be in the Royal Rumble because his 31st is past the Royal Rumble. So
he's surely TNL, lads, is he?
I think Tony Khan loves him.
Yeah, I think he's just getting recognition because Okada was the first one. Remember, he had a Green Hornet sidekick gimmick when he first started.
Yeah, that was bad.
And then now everyone is like talking about that. Now he just left, and now he's Okada now. Like so they even teased that so many times. So love to see him come back.
Yeah.
And the last bit I was kind of running by is Tama Tonga is also a free agent. One of the founding members of the Bullet Club in the day, but he's now in his 40s. So I reckon WWE. I really do.
Man, so many possibilities going on this year.
All the news that's out there is all Seth Rollins kind of theories and
and along with the big scare with R-Truth recently, that was a big one as well.
R-Truth to win the Royal Rumble, lads.
I mean, like I said this last week. I can now admit it's like it's official. I'm on the R-Truth bandwagon. I mean, like, lads, he's the founder of the Judgment Day.
I know.
Yes. when the doctor held me up, he said, "I know you're going to be in Judgment Day."
No, he said. I think he said, like, I told the doctor I'm going to be in Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. R-Truth. I'm like, yeah. Love this guy now. Official.
Yeah. No. It's an interesting week, guys. Yet again, it's Royal Rumble week. So
we won't do a watch long, but we might do a video after the Royal Rumble is over. Just quick video.
Yeah, we'll wake man up.
Yeah, wake me up for God's sake. Because we're putting a lot of content on TikTok, lads. So definitely after this weekend. So keep an eye out at the Wrestleslam podcast. So official. We're now down with the kids.
Now. We are done with the kids, and And we're flying on Instagram. We're flying on Twitter. We made a little comeback on Facebook. I posted a little story saying we're going to be back soon. I forgot about Facebook, but anyway, it's there.
I barely go on Facebook these days, and I'm like, Facebook? Okay.
Yeah. It's gone mad. We have an international star on with us this week, guys. I will not say who she is, but she will be on with us this Thursday. I'll probably have it out for Friday before the Rumble, or maybe Saturday. So do stay tuned. She will be on with us Thursday, and we have an Impact star on next week. So I'm looking forward to announcing who that shall be next week.
There's one last thing for me. Before we go watch Alexander and Osprey, lads. Seriously.
God, yeah, we've got to mention that. That is something like
that was special.
As special as
it was probably, yeah. It's special. I think if that was in a big all in arena, people would be talking about it.
Yeah. So that's definitely going to be a match that'll happen again. Yeah.
I don't know because Osprey signed with AEW, so
yeah,
I don't know.
They'll probably make it happen, or won't they? They'll do something, you know.
AEW. Remember that AEW? Great crack. Anyway.
Good crack, lad. But that's it, guys. That is our weekly show of Wrestleslam, the podcast, brought to you by Manscaped.com and the McCoy Casino, Cork City. It is Monday night here in Cork. This show will go out Tuesday. You can email us, as always, at wrestleslam@outlook.com. Check us out on TikTok, Wrestleslam. We're on Instagram, Wrestleslam. We're on Twitter, Wrestleslam. We're on YouTube, Wrestleslam. For all our old videos, they are on the Sports Matters platform. So for the first 2-3 years, our shows were always, because we get that question a lot, where's the old shows? They're on the Sports Matters YouTube channel, along with probably 50, 60 interviews as well. Ken Shamrock. We have Rikishi. There's so many people on there, so do check them out. But we will get all these videos, all the old interviews with, Drew McIntyre, Sasha Banks, Roman Reigns, all the interviews that we've done over the last couple of years. They will start appearing on Instagram, Twitter, on TikTok in due course. So over the next 6 months, you will see them appear there, and we will get them back out there. But from myself, Jerry Collin, from Phil Connolly, and from the one and only Matt Murphy, we will see you this weekend. We will be in Matt's house Saturday. Matt, make sure you have the bog roll, because we're going to get an Indian. So, it might be a few visits to the toilet, my man. Make sure it's clean. And
I just got a new toilet from the last time, Jerry.
Yeah, we might get Phil to try the Vindaloo.
I'm now in debt.
The hot curry, the Vindaloo challenge. But listen, guys, we will catch you soon, and keep an eye on our Twitter page over the weekend. We'll be on Twitter. We'll see you soon, guys. Bye.
I had to sell my camera to get a new toilet. All right, let's move on. Guys.